We got the Equalizer 2 coming out here real soon, and I missed the first Equalizer on the big screen, so I took this as an opportunity to go back, check out this movie, and analyze it. If you saw it, what did you think? Let me know in the comments. Welcome to Durbania, I'm Durbin, and this is my theological analysis for The Equalizer. Spoilers ahead. Like I said before, this was a movie that I missed seeing on the big screen, so I saw the trailers for the sequel. I thought, fun action movie. So I went back to the first one, and I checked it out, and I gotta say, yeah, a lot of Danzel Washington beating people in the head with hammers and shooting them with nail guns. A lot of that, but there's so much depth in this movie, and it begins right at the beginning in this diner with the old man in the sea.
Why didn't he just let the fish go?
Old man's got to be the old man, fish has got to be the fish. Got to be who you are in this world, right? No matter what.
So you have Robert, played by Danzel Washington, who has some crazy history, some crazy dude, all kinds of training, but he's made a break from that. Now he's got a clean life and a fresh start, and he's reading his books, and he's reading The Old Man in the Sea. And his interpretation of the book is, the old man can't let the fish go because the old man's got to be the old man and the fish has got to be the fish. You got to be who you are in this world. So that's his interpretation of the book, and I feel like that's kind of the lens through which we watch this movie. You are who you are in this world. So you got to be who you are. While Danzel Washington, or Robert, is sitting in this diner, he comes in every night because he can't sleep, and he makes some tea, he reads his book, he befriends the people in the diner, and he's friends with this girl whose name is Terry, and Terry is a prostitute for the Russian mafia. Now, it's easy to look down on that with so much judgment. A prostitute, a dirty person, what a filthy job, it's so horrible, and just looking down on Terry with such judgment. And in fact, the Russian mafia pulls this veil over her eyes, this deception that she is dirty, that she is nothing. They beat her to remind her that she's nothing. They make examples out of her. They make examples out of these other girls to say, we own you. This is your world, and this is your role in this world. And she is a slave to this East Coast, version of the Russian mafia. She's a slave to them, and there is no escaping it. As she's talking with Robert, though, Robert's not looking on her with judgment. He's not seeing a beaten and battered, dirty prostitute. He doesn't see Terry. He sees the real girl, Alina. He sees the real girl underneath it all, who wants to be a singer, who wants to make a demo, who has hopes and dreams, and he's fanning that coal into flame and speaking into her life to do these things. He's telling her, change your world.
I think you can be anything you want to be.
Maybe in your world, Robert. Doesn't really happen that way in mine.
Change your world.
But she just doesn't believe she can, and she's stuck in that world. One day she gets particularly beaten really bad, so Robert goes with almost $10,000. He goes up to the mafia, and he wants to buy their freedom, and they say no. Yeah, and then stuff really goes down, and it goes down like bad, man. But what happens is he's living in this beautiful, fresh world, right? Like he's stepped out of that past, he's got a new life, everything is new. But you are who you are in this world. So he's going to do what he can to save that girl because he is who he is. He sees who she really is, and he's not going to let the enemy deceive her into anything that she's less than who she is. So what does he do? He takes on the Russian mafia. And not just the East Coast thing, he goes straight to Russia. He goes straight to the boss hog of everything. He goes to the snake's head and he cuts it off. What does he do? He goes straight down to the very root of her bondage and he defeats it, setting her free permanently and once and for all, giving her a brand new world and the opportunity to change her life completely. When I look at that, I see the story of Jesus right there, minus the vigilante killing. Jesus was all about love your neighbor as you love yourself and turn the other cheek. Minus the vigilante killing. What I'm talking about is that overall picture. He is who he is in this world. And he created us in his image and in his likeness. And that is who we are. But there's an enemy in this world who beats us, who keeps us in bondage, who makes examples out of us, who beats us down and tries to cover our eyes with the wool to tell us that we are absolutely nobody. We are his. We belong to this enemy's mafia. We belong to this enemy's world. And this is our role in this world. We are nothing. We're dirty. We're less than dirt. We're nobody. But Jesus sees past our sins. He sees past our mistakes. He sees past our dirt. He sees past the false name that the enemy has given us. And he sees the real you. He sees the real me. And in spite of all of our mistakes and all of our bondage, the chains that we chose and the chains that we were born into, in spite of all of that, he sees past it all and he loves us and he placed that value on us. So he is who he is. He is love. So he stepped down from paradise in that fresh, clean place and came down into our muck, into our mud, into our darkness, into our world, and died for you and me. He went straight down to the heart of our bondage, to the very root of it, and cut off that snake's head so that we can be free and have a brand new world and brand new opportunity. He put the choice right there before us freely, paying the cost for us. He bought the price for our freedom, and now it's there, and our world can change. So when I watch The Equalizer, that's the picture that I get. What do you get when you watch The Equalizer? Be sure to let me know in the comments. Are you excited for Equalizer 2? Let me know that. While you're there, hit the subscribe button to become a Durbanian. Hit the bell by the subscribe button so you're notified for my next theological analysis and movie review, like my Equalizer 2 review, or ranking video, anything else I do here. Hit that bell so you're notified when all of that drops. Like and share this video. I'm Durbin. Thanks for checking out Durbania.